Hi folks, welcome back to part 13 of the ARTF Wot4 build. As you can see, the model is nearing completion now. The engine is fully installed and piped up along with the exhaust. If I bring you inside the model, you can now see that I've installed the radio gear, the receiver and the battery. I've installed AR8000, as you can see. This is a bit of an overkill really for this model, but it's one that I just happen to have handy lying about in the workshop, so this is what it's going in. Also, I've installed the Anyloop battery, which is a 6-volt 5-cell battery, which is perfect for this model because they're not high-powered servos, they're just standard digitals. As you can see there, you can see the satellite receiver. It's all lit up and bound, ready to go, and also the back of the switch harness. I've got the aileron set up on 2 channels. That's why I've got 2 leads going down to the receiver. One lead is on the aileron channel and the other one is set up to auxiliary 1. And I've also set up a 100mm long extension lead into the bind socket of the receiver, so I don't have to firk about getting the receiver out when I want to bind the model up in future. So I just plug it into that, which is quite handy. The other lead obviously is just the charge lead, which will charge the battery up. So that's the installation. I've put it on a plywood base inside, as you can see, that's been screwed in. The reason I've done this is the Wot4 airframe is quite angular, as you can see from sideways on. It's quite an angular sort of model, so everything sits inside a bit wonky otherwise. Also, if you do have a hard landing and you rip the undercarriage out, it won't take all your radio gear and your battery with it, hopefully. It should save that. As you can see, the receiver's been put into a foam nest just to offer it a little bit of protection against vibration and also for impact. So that's about the setup on the radio gear. Now, a lot of people in my club have asked me how to set up the throttle so accurately. Well, this is really quite a simple job to do, and this is how I do it. I don't know how other people do it, but it works fine for me. First of all, I put my Allen key into the throttle servo here, as you can see, and slacken that off so it actually moves, and I can move that throttle linkage by hand. I come over to the engine, look down the carburetor hole, as you can see, and I manually set the linkage by hand so it's about half throttle, as you can see there. Now, if you go over to the transmitter, which I'm using my favourite DX9, I will show you that the trim has been set to the mid position, so that gives me adjustment either way. I'm going to clear the timer just to give us a little bit more time, or the beeper will go off, and I'll show you what to do as far as adjustment. Now, you've got to look down the carburetor hole, operate your transmitter, the throttle lever, and basically see what happens. When I give it full throttle, as luck would have it, it's pretty well spot on. It opens the Venturi quite, to its maximum, which is exactly what we want. When you shut it down, it goes a little bit too far. That would cut the engine out. As you can see, there's no air hole at all. Really, you just want it showing by about 0.5 mil, and that will be fine to run your engine up for the first time, and your tick over will be somewhere near. The rest of it can be taken up on your trim if you're going to set that. So all you have to do is go into your servo setup by pressing that, and cursoring to, I'm trying to do it left-handed, that's better. Go to servo setup and click, and then go to your travel adjust, which we're on, So we want to adjust the bottom end of the throttle, which is the first one there, that's the top end. So we close the throttle right down, and then we just click on that, which will highlight the box, and we just adjust it until we can see. I'm trying to do this through my phone. There you go, you can see the gap there. Just adjust it back a little bit, that would be sort of perfect. So we'll leave that at that. We look back and it's on 60, that's absolutely fine. Just click that and we're away with the mixer. It's as simple as that. Back to your list and press the back button, and there we go. So when we operate, if I can get in close, it's hard to see. Open it up, it's giving us maximum, we're not stalling the servo or anything. When we shut it down, it takes it to our tick over position, and if we need to, we can adjust the trim to give us a final good tick over. That's it for this video. So the next video will be installing the servos into the wing and probably cutting the cowl. That's another good one that people want to see. Okay then folks, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you watch the next video.